Hello, this is Kent from Easy Test Pool Supplies, another episode of Swimming Pool Talk. Today we're discussing some questions that a lot of our customers have. You know, there's a lot of things that they come in here, and there's been one that's just been, asking me a lot, Pat. And,
I think, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kent, but I think I know what that question
probably
is.
Probably do.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I do know. Kent, the basic thing, and I see it as well, our variable speed pumps, are they worth it for a better part of the decade? They've been on the market or in the marketplace. Your answer, Kent?
I mean, short answer, yes. I mean, it's something like if you really want to look at it, we've been selling them for a better part of a decade, and it is going to be the end game. There's a lot of states that are pushing the variable speeds. They've been doing rebates for a while now. Basically, it's a government mandated thing. High horsepower pumps are getting phased out, and the variable speeds are taking over. So while you can still get a low speed, single speed pump, variable speed's going to be where it's at. There are benefits to that. You're able to run it at a lower wattage, which is going to save you on the power bill. You're going to be able to run it for longer periods of time throughout the day because of that, keeping the water in motion. It's going to help cut down on your general maintenance, chemical usage, things like that. So yes, Pat, the variable speed pumps are worth it, and if you act relatively quickly, you're still probably eligible for a rebate in your states by switching over. So
basically it's being mandated, right? So we're not going to have much of a choice. Some states, I think like California, New York have already limited the motors. I don't think you can get a 2 horsepower in that state.
No, that's exactly right. There's no more 2 horsepower super pumps you can just get.
So you're thinking like over a period of time, even the 1 horsepower Haywood super pump that's been a staple in the Northeast is probably seen its better day?
Yes, absolutely. Everyone's going to be replacing probably their next pump with a variable speed pump.
Excellent. I know a lot of the variable speed pumps are app-based, so there's a lot of technology in them. Some of the pumps now, Pentair has one out that you can even run your lights off of the pump. And can you just discuss a little bit about how you can change the speed of your pump on your phone, how you can change the time that your pump's running, how you can increase the RPMs? How is that all? Just give us like an overview of how that ties in.
Well, absolutely, Pat. Yeah, so I mean, gone are the days of plugging in and unplugging your pump or having like an intermatic timer or something installed to control when you want to run it. Basically, everything's going to have a brain now, that at the very least you'll be able to use an app-based system to change when it runs, when it doesn't, the speeds you want to run it at, whether you want to do a high vacuum or just move the water around. And on some of the higher end pumps, like the Pentair you mentioned, it actually becomes your brain for automation. No longer are you going to have something separate for your lights and your waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. You can now plug everything into the pump and run it on a single app-based system rather than getting an auxiliary system.
So if I'm, say, hypothetically want to vacuum my pool, I can control that from my phone, shut the pump off, set my vacuum up, turn my RPMs up to say 3,000 RPMs, and all controlled by my phone.
Without ever having to leave the pool deck, Pat. No more running into the shed or anything to turn it on and off. You're able to do it all right from your phone.
Wow, that's incredible. Kent, thanks for your help on answering that question.
You got it.
And I guess that'll end this episode of Swimming Pool Talk.